Yo, what I do today's video. Well, I'm doing a bit of work, doing a bit of illustration. Also, I can see this back of my head. You don't often see the back of your head, so when I watch back this video, I'll be like, ah, is that what I look like? Got the old Steed graphics stickers here. This is my setup at the moment. I am getting an iMac. I haven't bought one yet because I'm meant to be getting donated one. So it's going to get refurbished. So I need to chase them up about that. But that's the reason why I haven't gone out and got one. Otherwise I'd have a much bigger screen. I like a big screen. I used to have a monitor that was the same size as this. And have my TV monitor, which is terrible resolution, but I just have like emails and like music on here while I work on this screen. I think that sort of works, and I just like having the extra elbow room. Got my keyboards and stuff, MIDI keyboard, and got all the bits here to make music. I haven't made music in a while. Because there's not enough hours in a day. I don't like excuses, but yeah, it's one of those ones. Like, it's one of those ones. It's summer. Last night I got home and I just passed out. I didn't brush my teeth. I feel like a right skank. Woke up this morning. I was like, damn. I think it was a 12-hour last night, but I need to stop doing that. I need to stop sitting down on that sofa in my living room because it's dangerous. It's not my friend. So today I'm just doing these. Obviously my illustration. I don't really want my illustration and stuff, but I thought while I'm doing an illustration, I can kill two birds with one stone. So, just very minimal sort of line art. It's what I like. I usually get a reference image and do something with it. Either like nick it or use it as my sort of basis, but then I might add my own bits in or take away bits as I work quite minimally, and very line work. That's sort of what I do. So I'm just going to do this while talking. I have a coffee in my hand, so yes, it's already been pressed. I've got my terribly self-made mug. I think it's got ghosting all over the gaff, all down here. But this is like an experimental mug that I made myself. It's good coffee this morning. Got my list of things to do. Got a logo that I need to create in there. That's like a little sketch. So yeah, I'm up to. So I'm not going to work out. I'm going to talk. I'm going to watch 28 years later, hopefully later or on Sunday. But made 10% back on the printer now, so that's fantastic. That's a really good sort of achievement, but the printer hasn't moved for a week. So I've just got to keep it moving, doing either stock items or getting some sort of sticker packs ready to go that I know will sell down the line. I might hold them for this or that, but also that's dangerous doing that because I want the printer moving. So if I do too many ahead and then people order, the printer still doesn't get used, So 10% of the printer's huge. The Shopify's been, I haven't made any sales on the Shopify. The Etsy is where the money's at. On the Steed Graphics Etsy store, and if you look at my desktop, I've got all of this that I need to add. So I've got the chessboard magnets. People seem to love the shorts of the chess. Chess is huge. I love chess, but I never realised how big it is. Like, I don't know why Nike ain't sponsoring chess because it's just massive. Like, I post a thing, it's got 1,000 views in an hour. I'm like, bloody hell. I've got my advertisement to make for the Fugators. Next things to do. Steed graphics. Loads of Steed graphic stuff. I've got some stuff to add to the assets, like weekly planners and such. I saw these as templates. I'm going to make my own version of that. And I've got a baby showering sort of thing, like what's it going to be, predictions, where you can download from the asset store and then print yourself. And basically, if people sort of rush around for these things, and if they can get a download for £1.49 and then it's ready to go, and all they do is press print, they don't have to mess around. So that's what that is for. And for £1.49, people spend that for like making their fries into a large, so they don't really think about it, which I really like about the asset part, because people will go, right, this has saved me 2 hours work, can I spend like 99p on a vector image? It's a no-brainer. It's an absolute no-brainer. In fact, there's another reason why I stepped away from graphic design, is because what I found is that 90% of it was just assets. There was no creativity. You were making compositions and such, but there was no creativity. And it was just like, here, all right, this customer needs a flyer for their yoga company. Cool, boom. And then you get the silhouette of the yoga people doing all this and that off Adobe Stock or Etsy, and put it in place. Get the right typeface, which is again someone else's typeface. Where's the creativity there? It's almost like the efficiency of it. Yeah, I can make good stuff efficiently, but I can make it 10 times better if I had a bit of elbow room and a bit of creative. And I don't want to be the person in the meeting that just has to say something to be part of the meeting. I hate that person. That's the person who derails. So you don't want to be that for yourself. The person in the meeting that always just says something just so they can leave the meeting and say they said something. It's like, if I don't have anything to say, I'll just sit there quietly. I ain't gonna add, I ain't gonna add stuff to the situation if it's just not productive. So for me, graphic design just became about speed and like there's no love in it anymore. As the people that do it are basically digital admin, and it's fine. But I know people that do it properly, and they can charge £20,000 for a website, and then get someone to do it for 600 quid. I know these people, but for me, again, it just feels like, it just feels kind of gross to me, And again, at the end of the day, it's business, but it just for me, like, art is art, and we can't bastardize it. We can't. I just don't want to do that, and there's probably another reason why I haven't been as even more successful than I already have been, because I'm not the guy who just like, I can't just bump people. Like it breaks my soul. I can't sleep at night. I know other business owners that are like this as well. They're like, oh, if I ripped off everyone that I worked with, I'd be 10 times better off. But at least I can sleep at night. And I rate that. I rate that a lot. What we're doing stroke. Oh no, too thick. We'll just keep it nice. We're not going crazy today. So yeah, this video is just a kind of a bit crazy. I wasn't going to make it because I don't know. I don't really have anything sort of new happening. I'm just sort of plopping along, trying to keep my sanity. a million ideas, own worst enemy, same old, and so see what I did there, just duplicated it, boom, do that again. Oh, I didn't duplicate it, I just took it down. I'm still snazzy at bloody Illustrator. But I don't make art that sells. There's a few things coming my way on my art side of things where I'm making 3D toys. And again, I just sort of slowly fell out of love with modern art, you know. And my art's very modern, very minimalist. But I'm not trying to shove it down anyone's throat. I'm not, like, everyone thinks they have to have an attitude to be an artist, and I kind of hate that as well. To me, it's just very ugly. They're like, I have to do something like extreme. It's like, no, you have to be extreme 24 hours a day to get noticed. Like, you can't just be extreme once and the next day you're like, yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full sir. It's not going to happen. Like, can you keep that energy moving? What's the answer? If the answer is no, then it's not for you, mate. No, I'm turned in my house. Your words, my mouth. Okay, so we've got the Shopify. So let's have a look at the Shopify while we're here. It's very basic. I've got 7 listings left to do, which is nice. You can see all the items that are on the Etsy store. I've got a bit of everything, which is a weakness, because apparently if you've got a shop, you want to keep it like an aisle of a store. Like, you know, you don't put the dog food with the baby food, do you? You know, you dog food with dog, you know, cat food maybe, or the, you know, treats or the toys, or be a broom to clean up after dogs. I don't know. You want to keep it all together, you know. So basically, I got it all together. What I would love to prefer to sell is stuff that I have power over. I'm not getting outsourced. So I get things like the mugs outsourced, shoes outsourced, hats outsourced, magnets, stickers is all me. Any sort of printing, print hangers is me. Stickers is me. So accessories is me so far, but I might add some more stuff to that. So yeah, that's it now. So 7 more listings and it'll be up. I'll probably have a video next week of the store being 100% up, and I'll buy the domain and really go on the attack on the marketing side. Shouldn't have taken me this long. I don't know, excuses. I guess I'm lazy. Why has it taken that long? Or maybe I don't really want it. I've got to really think about this stuff. Like, why is it taking me this long to do? Why haven't I stayed up for 4 days straight? Like, why? I do beat myself up about it, but yeah, that's the little update video and a little chit chat. Cozy coffee. I hope everyone's well, drinking lots of water. Like and subscribe, guys. Peace.